Good afternoon and welcome to Tea Time with Miss Liz. That's right, it's tea time again. And today in the studio, I have a special shining star who has incredible story to share with all of us. So I'm going to share a little bit on Parin in a different way today.
With a strong vision of making a positive global change, her contribution to society, inspiring and motivating numerous individuals, reaching out to local communities from around the world and evoking a spark within lives, a background in media, radio and television presenting, authoring 11 books, a qualified ACCA Chartered Accountant, and currently an independent academic scholar and motivational speaker. Receiving the She Inspires Award 2020 at the Houses of Parliament, England, the Feelings Pride of India Award 2020, the Good Citizenship Award 2019 at All India MCC Camp for Girls, and the International Diaspora Award 2019. She quotes that by working together, we can make a positive global change. It is her aim in life to serve mankind until her last breath. This is the shining star, Parin Somani.
And welcome Parin Somani to Miss Liz's Tea Time. Today I am honored to have you in the studio with me. And I would like you to share with all the viewers out there today how you became the woman you are. Can you hear me, Parin?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, Liz.
Hi, dear.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm really good. And would you like to share with the beautiful viewers out there how you became the person you are today?
Thank you so much for inviting me. First of all, Liz, I have to say it's such a pleasure to be with you and and giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts. Within life, we all encountered many challenges, some easier to overcome and others we learn to live with. But then there comes a time in life that becomes so dark, we don't know if we ever be able to rise above it and, and get it back again. Such event consumed my life and would have tipped me over the edge one way or other. A few years ago, I suddenly lost my vision. I was in state of shock, with worry consuming my whole being. I was rushed to the hospital and diagnosed with a life-threatening aggressive cancer. I battled for my life and worried about my small children. Fortunately, after 4 operations, I was on the road of recovery. And with steroids, I regained my vision back. I know I valued my senses so much than I ever did before. I was so grateful to God for my precious life which He has given me. I engrossed myself in my children, my work, and wanted to see different culture, tradition, countries, and natural beauty. And especially when you lose your eyes, you want to see the world to
You do.
acquire and to acquire the new skills and help gain. So my always I used to think about it that I want to see the world. I want to see what is there. My heart was shrank, and I did not have strength to think what's going to happen next. Unfortunately, 10 years later, the aggressive cancer returned back. It has come back again at the same place, slightly away from the place I had it before. My heart was shrinking again, and I did not have the strength to undergo all the hardships that I had encountered 10 years ago. The same thoughts and feelings, this emotional, was like a roller coaster, was exhausting me. I was determined to fight this again. I turned to my faith and did not give up hope. I always know that the power of positivity and the strength faith has helped in the past, and this time also will help me to overcome my hardships like previously. I was going to overcome again, which I always had a thought, yes, this is going to happen. I was very fortunate to survive the disease for the second time. I realized it was time to change my life totally. This was my turning point in life. I decided I wanted to dedicate my life to people globally in whatever capacity I can do. Life is extremely short. We know that.
Yes, we do.
And you know what? It is what's going to happen next. We don't know anything. So therefore, live for the present and help as many people as possible. I have two mottos in my life. The first is to help mankind. And when I set up my first motto, when all these things was happening to me, I said I want to help the mankind until my last breath. This has derived from surviving my life's greatest health challenges, awakening me to the preciousness of life and the true value of oneness. As my health improved, I started to travel around the world to attempt to share the knowledge that I had acquired from the East and the West, to help people and face adversity. It has been very challenging, but remember, nothing in life is easy and nothing in life is impossible with a positive mindset. I have been determined to share my knowledge and experience with everyone globally, to building bridges between communities and individuals around the world, understanding different viewpoints with compassion and empathy, working together towards acceptance and resolutions. It may be necessary to attempt many, many different initiatives to gain positive results and ignite light within a period of darkness within individuals. But the results are worth it. Numerous times I have been approached by communities who have said, you're a true leadership, you have got true leadership skills, and you are motivational person, have inspired us to work together and overcome the challenges we have faced in our life. When I used to hear from the people, I have felt so moved by the gestures of appreciation. The sincere smiles have given enough to me. I then reminded them of my second motto of my life: it is only by working together that we can make a positive global change. We can all be the leaders, share our knowledge, and devote time in the service of others. Ultimately, we are all one within the same world. Let me tell you a little story. In March, I was invited to Spain to present my research paper as I'm an independent academic scholar. I'm an international scholar, travels around the world and present my research papers and work with the different NGOs, different universities. So when I went to present my research paper in international conference, INTEC 2020, consisting of approximately 600 delegates from 65 countries around the world. Upon returning from the conference on the very same day, I was invited to receive She Inspires Award 2020 at the Houses of Parliament in England. Within a week to 10 days, I suffered with a high temperature, a continuous cough, breathing was very difficult, and I had a severe lack of energy. The last time I felt anything close to losing my life. And when I battled life threatening cancer on two separate occasions, one decade apart from each other. So, feeling the consequences of having tasted positive with coronavirus was devastating. I was determined to get better. I knew that I had to defeat the current COVID 19 battle. But each time I suffered an illness, my motivation to good health got stronger. When I remembered my mottos, I felt like that I had more breaths to take. Therefore, as I regained my good health, as I was getting better, I was feeling I was getting better and I was getting more energy. I can feel that my breaths are more efficient now. I started to involve myself in new initiatives to help people within these unprecedented circumstances. As soon as I felt unwell again, I would stop and start again when I felt better. This continued until I returned to good health. This enabled me to look to the future and hope. As a result, I'm very touched to be recognized as an unsung hero of COVID 19. One, of, one out of 20 inspirational personality globally by Prime Media Communication, featured in the Beauty and the Beast magazine, July and August 2020 issue. So, by telling you this story, Liz, I'm sure.
You are an incredible woman. Like it, you are an unsung hero. That is for sure. You just keep going and going and going. You really truly inspire me when you send me all of the things that you have overcome and all the awards you've received. Truly inspiring, Parin. So, what in your life gave you that point where you wanted to become a change maker? What was that ultimate change that?
I always enjoyed helping people from my young days and completing different initiatives with a strong vision of making a positive global change, particularly all the hardships that I have suffered during my life. I have realized how unique life is. I do not want others to suffer what I have gone through. Of course, each and every one of us faces struggle within life, and that is a part of life. But I want to help people strive to the best they can through their own lives, through gaining knowledge, understanding themselves and others. I feel very, I feel, I feel that I don't know how to explain. I I just feel everyone has the strength inside them
Yeah.
to achieve and to be the best that they can. If I can inspire and motivate others through my knowledge and experiences, then I feel blessed. I feel really good. I'm truly inspired through helping people. As a result, I'm very humbled to give you something I would like to share that I have been selected as one of the 40 inspirational Indian women internationally and featured in the coffee table book called Inspiring Bharat Ki Lakshmi
Wow.
2020. And that happened last month, end of the month, in July, 29th of July or something, the book was released. And Bharat Ki Lakshmi movement is an initiative inspired and initiated by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The term Bharat Ki Lakshmi means daughters of India. It is a campaign to honor Indian women or women of Indian diaspora who have made a mark with their achievement in each field for the good for the good public and help the society. Within Indian culture, It is believed that goddess Lakshmi brings happiness and prosperity.
Wow.
Prime Minister Modi quoted that encouraging Bharat Ki Lakshmi means strengthening the path to success of the country. And it is people, it is initiatives like, like this is that inspires me to help, to facilitate change in the world and help as many people as possible. So by getting this award, it doesn't make my life easy, Liz. It makes it that I have to work more harder.
Well, hard work is good work, right?
Yes, and I enjoy doing it.
Yes. So, what would you like to see changed in the world, Parin? By being a speaker, what would you like to see the changes that are coming?
I would love to see a world of harmony and peace, a world where people strive to be the best true version of themselves, a world where people seek to understand differences and seek to build bridges through these differences. Everywhere you can see so many things are going around. So it's nice to have that peace and harmony because, in fact, there is a strength in diversity. Globalization is creating a rapid change, and we as a humans are creatures of habit that do not like changes. However, through adaptability, like look at it, like right now we are doing interview on the Facebook, which is not me. I'm more like a face-to-face person, but the time has changed. So you have to be open-minded, thinking positive, and you have to think ethical with ethical values, helping each other. And we can look after the world that we live and love to take care about others. We need to look after the world and we should take care, but remember without striving for power. Together we can make a positive global change. I have been able to create change. I know that. But I can tell you that forthcoming my event is coming on 29th of August, where I will be doing a talk with the NGO for life and the women empowerment. Therefore, I do many virtual programs for different universities and NGOs into different fields of education to support the areas that requires change. But I would like to give some messages in this pandemic world in the time of crisis. This pandemic has brought many challenges. The world is upside down, but you know how to turn it back around.
You can.
You, you are the future. The people are listening. So we are the future of this world, the masters of our own destiny. When people around us are unwell and hungry, power and money you make alone is immaterial. We want to be the part of the wider solution, not the problem. But how? I have got three important tips to share with you. First of all, we need to believe in ourselves. Believe in your own self. Nothing in life is constant. Even a caterpillar changes into the beautiful butterfly. So, no, you know that you have strength to create positive change and inspire others. Do not be afraid. The world has faced previous challenges like war, disease, political unrest, financial crisis. We came out resilient and stronger than before. We learned from the past and created a better future. You can make this country prosperous once again. Follow your true instincts. Do the right things. Do not forget your ethical values. Be kind. Be humble. Be generous. Help each other. Be fair. And number three, be the person that builds bridges. Respect diversity despite black background. ethnicity, social, political, religious outlooks. Remember, this is our country. You can change the future. You can make a positive impact on society at large. Start with your family and friends. I always believe that by working together, we can make a positive global change.
You truly inspire me, Parin. You are a woman of change, and that's why I said in your video, if she can do it, you can do it. You know, this woman has made a huge difference. So, Parin, three words that come to mind about your journey.
Um, what three words can come to my mind? Okay. I think peace, faith, and positivity.
I love it. Peace, faith,
Peace.
and positively.
Why peace? Because when we are peaceful, our life, our journey leads us for more peace in every aspects of our life. But in order to attain peace, we need to have faith that whatever life throws back on us, there's always a reason and we have to overcome it. That cannot be done without positivity and adapting our own mindset to create a positive outlook. I want to share three important messages that I feel will help our transformation. Number one, always be positive. Never fear change because even night turns into a beautiful day. With a positive mental attitude, we can create positive change. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. Number two, seek the strength from inside yourself. Use this inner strength to create opportunities to build better future. By building a better future will help us, will help the world, will help you, will help your family, people around you. Through your resilience, help other people. Background, ethnicity, social, political, or religious outlook do not matter. Remember, we are all one. We are all one, and
Yes,
we
we
all
are.
have been through this pandemic together. And we are all coming out together more stronger than we were before.
For
Number
sure.
respect each other. Seek to resolve differences through understanding diverse viewpoints. We all have a key role in society. We all are the masters of our own destiny. Remember, as I told you, this is our world. Seek to, to be the change that you wish to create this world. What you like to create, you can do that. It is only by working together we can create a positive global change. The reason I'm repeating because this is my motto. I want to bring a positive global change around the world, and that's what my life is for.
We have a comment here from Dr. Perico. I will get his name right one day. So he would like to work with you on a few things with the cancer patients. So I'm guessing the two of you guys could join together and talk. For many of you out there who don't know, Parin is also the ambassador for England for the Global Peace Challenge 2020. So Parin, how did you become part of that project?
Um, because peace was always in me, and that is inspired through one of my friend, and I just made some inquiry that how do I I would love to do some work on the piece, and somebody sent me a message, and they said the meeting is happening today, but it might be too short notice, and that was a Friday. I definitely remember it was a Friday, and I was told by that person that Parin, it will be nice you can join because this group will give you many opportunities that you can help the world, you can help what you can do in this world, which I want to have peace in the world. So that's always my motto was telling me I should join this group, I should help these people. And the person he spoke to them, his name is Tom, and Tom Connor was so kind enough. He was very kind to accept me on the same day. He didn't want to ask me. He just said, yes, you can join. And the person who was middleman, Dr. Dinesh Kumar, he was a lovely person. He said, I will try my best to see what I can do. And because I'm a person that if I want to do something, if I want to serve the world, attain peace, I don't wait for a second for anything. I want to do it.
Yeah,
So
just do it.
I don't wait for a second because I think I'm born like that. Even my children tells me, "Mommy, you're too hyper. You're like a Duracell battery. You work, work, work. Go ahead." So I was talking to Dr. Dinesh Kumar. Okay, why to wait? And when he approached the Tom, who is the director and a founder of the Global Peace Challenge 2020, Um, and he said, no, that's fine. I'll send her the Zoom link and she can join. And I joined the thing and I thoroughly enjoyed. And now I'm on the editorial board as well. I'm on the different committees. I'm helping them in whatever capacity I can. But I think I made a right decision by joining this Global Peace Challenge 2020. And I'm proud to be with them.
Well, I am proud to be working with you because that's how we actually met, was through the Global
Absolutely.
Peace Challenge 20. So there was a reason for everything, right? There's a connection
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah. And the first day I saw you, and the way you smiled at me, that touched me, Liz. Seriously. Everybody in the group has welcomed me, and I'm very proud to be the part of this group. Yes.
So how did you become the ambassador for England? Are you living in England now?
Yes, I live in England for last 29 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So do you travel back and forth to India and
Yes,
England?
I travel not just to India, I travel around the world. But India is the main place I every like I go. Like last year, I'll give you the rough guide that I was there for 6 to 7 times in a year time. But then I traveled US, I traveled Canada, I traveled Africa, I traveled many parts of the Europe as well. So wherever I'm invited to present my research paper or invited for the conference to speak on any topics or subjects, I just don't wait for a second. I I decide while I'm sitting, I'm talking to you right now. And if I do get a message, that Parin, this is happening, are you ready? Yes. But this pandemic, at least that is something really nice thing has happened with this pandemic because if because of the pandemic I can't travel. I was supposed to be in US conference in October. This week I was supposed to be in Japan for the conference. Um, Last month I was supposed to be in conference in India. They were doing something there as well. So I couldn't go. But the good thing about this conference has brought everybody together. Now, sitting home, I can deliver my talks around the world. Any part of the world, I can deliver my talk. So think in a way that right now I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you in Canada. So think about it. This has given a broader way of exploring myself and helping the people around the world without traveling.
That's the way I look at it too, right? The COVID has really brought in a different way of us meeting each other and getting our voices out there in different ways. And we would have never met if
Yes,
if COVID would have never happened. So that's why I look at COVID as a blessing as well. It showed us to slow down. It showed us how to connect with the world and connect with other people and countries out there as well, and get to know each other because we're all in this together. We're all in different countries, but we're all in this together.
And the thing is that we are going to come out very strong than before, because I feel that, see, everybody have got a different views about this pandemic. Some take negative, some take positive.
Yeah.
But I'm a very positive person. Even there is a negative around me, I try to make it as a positive. And to take as a positive way, it does make a difference in your life. It does make a difference.
And you have to be willing to try, right? If you don't try, you don't know.
You don't know what you are going to do, yes? Then you miss out your chance.
Absolutely. So, Parin, what does tea mean to you?
Wow, tea. I love my tea. I only like herbal teas, Liz. So if you're going to prepare something for me, make sure it's a herbal tea or a green tea.
Absolutely.
And we know, we all know that that comes in multiple different flavors.
Yeah.
Some of them are sweet and some refreshing, some spicy and some bitter. To me, tea is an infusion of different taste. It reminds me of my life, that my life is a great infusion of experiences. Some sweet experiences, while others are refreshing in new experiences. Others are spicy experiences, and some are bitter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how we experiences. How we go through our life, and we find so many different people coming and going in our life. Huh?
Yes.
Therefore, taking a moment with tea enables me to reminisce through a life experiences with a sip. With each sip I take, being thankful for each moment, and especially when I share the moment with my daughters, because my three daughters are my backbone. And when I take each sip with my children, it's a memorable. Uh, Another thing, I love traveling because since I've lost my vision, I wanted to see the world. I'm writing a book on 29 states on heritage, culture, and tradition of India. When I received the award of International Diaspora Award in 2019. So I have been working on this field of education. Though I'm a independent financial advisor. I used to work for a financial institution for 24 years. The company is called Lloyd's Bank. So I've been working for that company for 24 years in a finance industry. But if I look at my back, if I go back to my life, what I used to do in my young days, I was a TV presenter. I was a writer. I was an author. At the age of 19, I have written 11 books.
Wow.
It was inspiration because I broke my arm. I had an accident. So there's always a good reason why we met and why I'm here. Why I
Yeah.
broke my arm and I've written 11 books. Because I'm a very hyper. I was hyper from my young days. So I couldn't sit home. So I started to write books. And I wrote 11 cookery books. And now, with my three daughters' inspiration, I'm writing a whole plant based book because I'm vegan. So because it has helped me a lot since I become a vegan. So I want to help the world by doing this book. So which should be coming out very soon. So because I do traveling, I do lots of things, and this is all inspires me. Okay, what I want to do next. In my view, in my life, I feel that I go in a journey of train where I started my departure when I was born and embark towards my life destination. During my life journey, I stop at each station, but I never get off the train. Instead, many people get on the train. Each person that comes into my life or gets on the train oozes with different flavors of tea. When we mix ideas and share experiences, we create another flavor to implement new concepts through infusion of thoughts. I do whatever I can for each person that comes on my way to help them, to educate them, to inspire them, or aim to learn something new, or maybe even to seek inspiration. Because remember, every day is a learning for everybody. I'm a student from the young, and I'm still a student because every day you learn something different from everyone. So, some people that cross my journey of my life travels with me towards the other destination. Then they get off at the next station on the journey in transit.
And then the next person jumps in, right?
Seriously. And while others have started with me, and some of the people are already still in my journey,
Yep.
the train journey is passing through many stops. But there's always special people that enters the train when I need a different flavor of a tea to add my current blend. Because I believe in karma. When I do something to help others, people that comes on my way, and when I need some help or require something that is out of my control, someone will always be there for you. Because whatever we give into the universe comes back around to us. If we give the sweetness of our tea into the world, we will get sweetness back.
Yep.
Life is a learning curve, and at each stop, we learn something new. I always want to continue learning because lifelong learning is very important for, for our personal growth and to share goodness in an ever changing society. When there is a new invention or a new schools of thought every day, sometimes you feel that we may experiences in a different way. Sometimes the experiences comes up in a form of bitter tea on your journey, but that's okay
Yep.
because it is that which makes us appreciate the sweetness of the true tea in our life. Just like being with here with you, Liz, today, having a tea with you, I'm able to share my experience, my knowledge, my thoughts that I know you have been asking me since day one to do this program with you for a while. But because of the commitment and the time is a big factor for me. But with your persistence and a sweet, refreshing tea has inspired me to come and to do an interview with you. And for that, I am truly, truly grateful. Till last night, I wasn't sure what I want to say yesterday. I really wanted to pull out, seriously. I don't know. I thought I don't know whether what's gonna happen. There's always a fear in me.
Yeah.
See, when I talk to thousands of people, it's not a fear. But when somebody comes on a face to face, there's something comes in between. But now that fear has to overcome. I would like to thank you for inviting me. Tea with Liz and tea with Miss Liz. I hope the flavor of my tea will go around the world and inspire others because until my last train stops or reaches its destination, I want to serve mankind until my last breath. That's the flavor of tea I would like to spread around the world.
So I love that. I love how you get what the tea means, because a lot of people will say, "What is tea for you, Liz?" And for me, it's the flavors, it's the blends, it's the different personalities, the different countries, the different. There's not one cup of tea that's the same. Each cup brings a story. It brings a journey. It brings adventure. that, there is the bitter, there is the sweet, there is the softness of a tea, and then there's some teas you just don't want to ever do again. It's just like, nope, not doing it. So I really, really appreciate having you on my show, and I'm glad you didn't pull out because
I know.
but this is new, and change is scary. It's like you said, change is scary, and this is new for you. So thank you so much for joining me today in the studio. I really, truly am honored to have you here, and you
You
make a
know,
difference.
Facebook person. I am not, because this is the first time I'm coming on the Facebook. I'll be very honest to everybody that I I can I can overcome the changes. Yes, I can, but I have a fear because I'm only on the WhatsApps or on the email. I'm not on any social media. But I've got so many requests. So many people have requested me that they want to see me on a different platform. They want to connect with me.
So, for if anybody wants to get a hold of you, Parin, how can they reach you?
How they can reach me? Um, I am on an email. I'm on a WhatsApp's number. I am trying to. Somebody is trying to work on my website because now I have got a request from so many media, so many people wants to see me. I was not open like this before. I never used to share my things. I used to keep things to myself. This is very unusual that I'm talking to you, which I never used to say anything.
It's that cup of tea. It's all in the tea. And this is what tea time is. Tea time is just a relaxing environment of two friends coming together and sharing inspiring messages for the world. So, any final words that you have for the viewers out there today, Parin?
Well, I would say I'm glad I didn't pull out. First thing. Second thing, after listening to the comment, how can I pull out? How can I pull out? And I would say that this pandemic has brought everybody very closer and together. I think we should take this as a positive instead of thinking in a negative. Many people have lost their jobs. Many people have gone through different things. But I think if we think in a positive way, things will work itself.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed your tea, and I really enjoyed the way you encouraged me, the way you took me out of my fear, and I'm very grateful to you. Once again, thank you very much, Miss Liz, for having me on the tea time with you.
Well, thank you so much, Parin, for joining me. And thank you all out there, the viewers watching. I have you in so many groups. I am, my phone is overloading right now. So I will let you know all of that good stuff after the tea time is done. But if anybody would like to reach you, we could put your email and that into the comments after the show. And if anybody would like to reach out and have Parin as a speaker, or just get to know her and talk to her and have her on different podcasts, because that's a new thing, Parin. It's podcasts. It is time to get you on different platforms in different ways. So, and that is my goal, is to get you seen around the world, because you truly are inspiring. And that is why I said a woman with a story, because you truly do have a story to inspire many, many out there. So I would like to thank you so much for joining me in Tea Time. And I'm just going to share a little bit on what Miss Liz is. And I will see you all for Tea Time, I believe, next week, where I will have another ambassador from the Global Peace Challenge 2020.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So I'm just going to bring up what Miss Liz is all about. And everyone, until I see you again, let's make a difference one cup of tea at a time.
This is tea time. Yeah, making a difference. One cup at a time. Yeah, this is tea time. Yeah, making a difference. one cup at a time. Tea time, yeah. So be sure to grab your tea, grab a seat to tune in to Miss Liz. Tea time, making a difference, one cup at a time. Tea time, tea time.
Thank you for joining Miss Liz for Tea Time, making a difference, one cup of tea